Here's the result of being in a rush. There's proof. Never finished that. Didn't look at the pattern completely, and then I had to redo it a few times. Hey everybody, it's Maddie here. Today I'm going to be seeing how much I can crochet in only 1 hour. I've really never timed any of my projects that I've made, so I have no idea like how much stuff I'll be able to get done. Hopefully a lot. That's the challenge. I'm going to try and make as much stuff as I possibly can. I do know that this tiny little gummy bear only takes me 20 minutes, and that's like the only thing I know how long it takes me to make something is this tiny gummy bear. It is super tiny. I actually have a tutorial on how you can make like little tiny gummy bears, and I'll have that in the description. This morning I looked up a few ideas and I found some like free patterns for some little tiny crocheted items that I want to make. I don't know how many things I'll be able to get finished, but if I can, I want to finish this tiny little butterfly. I actually want to make 2 of those because I wanted to make one for myself, and then Abigail, my little sister, she said that she wanted a yellow butterfly, so I definitely want to make that for her. And if I have extra time, I'll make myself one. I want to make this cute little bow. This looks so cute, and this doesn't look like it'll take long. And a lot of these things I picked out were like really tiny items, but I did find this little frog right here. Here's a better picture of it. The only thing is I don't have the pattern for this. I just like found a picture on Pinterest. So if I make that, I'm gonna have to like try and guess how to make that. So that may take me longer since I won't know what I'm doing. So I might not do that one. If I have time, of course I'll do it. But I found this picture of a little crochet hat, and I've been wanting to make some hats for my chickens because I've seen some pictures of people putting little hats on their chickens for no practical use except for a cute photo. So I want to do that, and I found this pattern for a hat. The only thing is I don't know how to read this pattern because it's not like understandable. I don't know what KA means. Is that single crochet? That's my guess. And I also found some tiny elephants, which I thought were really cute. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to all this stuff just because an hour is not really that much time to get a lot done, but I think I have my order picked out. First thing we're making a yellow butterfly, and I already have the colors picked out for that. Then I want to make a couple of those tiny bows, and I gotta pick out some colors. I have all my yarn in these boxes. Actually, this is not yarn. This is a whole bunch of like unfinished projects. I have so much stuff that I halfway completed and just never finished. This is the legs of a llama. Never finished that. And then I have lots of granny squares that I don't have a project for. Maybe one day I'll make something with these. I don't know. That would make a fun video. Maybe I'll make a pink ribbon, not ribbon, bow with this pink color. And I'll make a peach bow as well. Depending on how much time I have left, I will either start working on the frog or the tiny hat. I'll see what I feel like making when I get to that point. Let's start with the butterfly. Got my first color, got my hook ready, and let's go ahead and click. Just started the timer. Okay, let's go. I don't know what's next. I'm like kind of following a pattern because I've never made this butterfly before. Oh, I did that wrong. Already off to a good start. I'm gonna retry this. Okay, step 1, chain 4. This is not a tutorial though. That much is finished. Why is that not going? Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a cool shot. Okay, never mind. I just finished the beginning of the butterfly. This is the light color. I'm gonna change now to the dark color. So I guess we're halfway done with the butterfly, I think. I don't know. I'll have to see what's next. Time check, it's only been 5 minutes. We're doing pretty good, except all my yarn's tangled. Well, I learned that when you're in a rush, you're gonna mess up the pattern. I had to undo this. Whoops, it's okay. We have patience, but I don't think the timer does. Okay, let's go. First item, almost complete. I just need to sew in the ends and then put little antennas on it, but it turned out so cute. Look at that, and let's do a quick time check. So that took about like 15 minutes, and I still gotta like sew in these ends. This took longer than expected because I did not look at the pattern completely, and then I had to redo it a few times, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and sew up these ends real quick before we start on our next tiny project. First item is complete. It is so cute. I love this. I think this would look so good like in purple and pink. Really any color I think would look so pretty with this. And that only took 20 minutes to make. I stopped the timer by the way so I could, you know, talk without wasting my time. So we have 40 minutes and 45 seconds left to make our next projects. I think I'm gonna try and make sure I read the pattern before I actually start. So that way I'm not redoing it 4 times. Item number 1 is complete. The next thing we're doing is a couple little bows. I don't think that'll take too long, and I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm doing before I start. I'm gonna start with the peach one. Begin with the magic ring, chain 4. I just reviewed the pattern and now I know what I'm doing, so let's begin. Oh, and I need to resume the timer. Start with magic ring. Okay, I just finished it. I just gotta tighten up this magic ring. We'll see how it turned out. That did not take long. That was much quicker than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I just went ahead and paused the timer, and that only took me 3 minutes to make. There's the timer. There's proof. It is really tiny though. This is what it looks like. It is so cute. This would make like a really cute like little keychain. But it definitely helps when you know what you're doing, because then you can just like poof, tiny bow. This is cute. So far, we've made 2 things. I'm going to leave these strings on here because I may turn this into like some type of keychain later. And that also saves a lot of time because it took me like 5 minutes to sew in the ends on this. I love the way it turned out. I'm gonna make another one of those since it only took 3 minutes to make. I want to make it with this pink color. Let's see if it takes me 3 minutes to make again. Okay, we're going. Guess what? It took me exactly 3 minutes to finish the other one. Here is the darker pink one, and I love it. It's so pretty. Now, I have 2 little bows. Those would be actually kind of cute in like a hair tie. That would be so cute. Let's begin on our 4th item. I also stopped the timer as soon as I finished the bow, and we are at 34 minutes and 10 seconds. I think I'm gonna try and make the hat, and I think I can somehow figure out the pattern. I'm gonna make it with, I'm trying to decide what color I wanna make it. I think I'm just gonna make it a basic brown color. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it blue because why not? A blue hat sounds like fun. Okay, it's the first row says 7KA. My guess is that that's just a single crochet, but I could be reading this whole thing wrong. We'll see how this turns out. Let's begin. I'm gonna go to my desk because kind of sitting on the floor for too long is hurting my legs. Except the lighting's worse over here, so I hope you enjoy this. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and begin. Resume timer. Timer is resumed. Okay, I finished my little hat and I put like the little things on it. I ended up like not following the pattern at all because it wasn't working out. So I kind of just made it up, and you know what? It turned out pretty good. Here's the hat. Super cute. I can't wait to see what it looks like on one of the chickens. And that took me, well, I actually forgot what time we were at before whenever I started, but we're at 18 minutes now. I stopped it after I finished sewing in all the ends and stuff. So we have 18 minutes left to make something else. Not really sure what I should make. I could make another coaster. This is like a little chicken coaster. I actually have a tutorial on how you make this. It's in the description if you want. This is what the white chicken looks like. I could make a coaster. I was thinking about making some heart coasters because, you know, you can use coasters for like everything. So maybe I can make like a little heart little coaster, except I don't really know how to make that. So I'm going to see if I can find a pattern and we will see if that's what I decide to make. All right, let's resume the timer. 18 minutes left. I'm gonna make the heart coaster with this peach yarn. It'll be so pretty. Alright, well, I finished the heart and it's much smaller than I thought. We have 9 minutes left, so this didn't take too long. It's just really tiny and I don't really like it, but that's alright. I'm gonna make another one of those butterflies because I think I'll be able to do that pretty quick now that I know what I'm doing, and I should be able to finish that in 9 minutes. Hopefully, I'm going to try and rush through this, but before I press start on the timer and start working on it, I gotta pick out my colors. I love the way these colors turned out, but I want it to be like pink or something. I'm gonna make it with these 2 colors. I think this will be really pretty, and I will have the white on the inside and this on the outside of the butterfly. What do we think? I think that'll work good. All right, got my colors picked out? Let's go. 9 more minutes left. I think I can do it. Oh, and there goes the timer. Look at that! I did finish it, but I messed it up. It's not correct. Do you see how the wing is uneven on this side? Yeah, I definitely messed that up. So being on a timer can make you mess up. Ta-da! Here's the result of being in a rush. It's really not bad. I just messed it up. I love the colors. The colors turned out so pretty. The first one definitely turned out better just because the wings are even. I'll probably end up remaking this one just so it looks nice. All right, so let's see. Everything we crocheted in 1 hour. Butterfly, 2 little bows, a tiny little chicken hat for the chickens, a little heart, which I need to sew these strings in, and then of course the messed up butterfly. I really did quite a bit actually. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to try this on the chickens. It's gonna be so cute. No, that's not water. He thinks the screen's water. Buddy, stop it. Hey guys, who wants to wear the hat? They're not letting me put it on them. You get a hat. She's wearing the hat. How are you doing that? Cute hat. Gonna fall off of her. That's so cute.